Now let's say goodbye to the old faucet and hello to the new one. Okay, so I have this all tightened up. And this type, I don't have to put any silicone or anything like that down there. This is a little gasket right here. And most faucets are designed to do that now. And that's just going to kind of sit there until I get things tightened up from the back. Okay, then I'm gonna come back here. Before I tighten it up, I'm gonna make it, you know, just barely snug, right? Then I'll look at this, and what I want to do is I want to try to line this straight up, because I don't want it slightly off one way or another, or crooked on top of the countertop. I'll look at that, I'll eyeball that, I'll kind of look at this here and all that and see where it's supposed to go, okay? And if you had somebody helping you, you'd be fine. But as it is, you can do it. You can do it yourself. And see that rod in the back? Here's that little rod. That's slick. That's going to slide right down in there. And we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that after a while. You know, for right now, I just want to leave that out. Keep it out of the way. And I got to go back down under. You remember, all I have to do is slide this nut up there. It's got a washer built in, and I'm going to tighten that up with my fingers as best I can. I'm going to reach up there with a pair of pliers, whatever I can, to try to just turn this just a hair more. Okay? You might not be able to use your plumbing gadget gizmo. You'll just have to reach under there and try and see if you can grab this under there at a right angle or something like that, and you might be able to get it that way with that too. But if not, use a pair of pliers, okay? Have options, be ready for your project. Now, of course, every faucet comes with, what do you think it comes with? That's right, the directions. So before you start putting this together, you might want to read those, even if you think, oh yeah, I know how to do that, I know how to blah, 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 blah. And you read something on here and you think, oh, I didn't know that. I'm sure glad I read it. So I kind of perused these directions first, okay? You do the same. All right, I got it. I've got it nice and tight. I lined it up left to right, stood back, saw if this is straight in line with this. It is. I looked in the back and it looks like everything's lined up just right. I put this in to see if that slid down in the hole, because you don't want to get it back too far. This might not hit in the right place. So you can adjust this how you want, but the other one was kind of pushed back a little bit. I wanted to kind of cover up that ring as best I could, anything that you've got showing, okay? And on those black nuts on the back, I tighten those things up so tight with just my thumbs, my hand, my fingers, my thumb, that I think it's plenty tight. I don't think I have to do anything with a pair of pliers or anything like that. You can try to put your pliers up there and give it one little oomph, you know, but that's about it. Let's get underneath the sink again and look what we got going on here. Look at all this water and it puddling, because see, it's dripping from the gate valves. I turned those off as tight as I could. I didn't want to overdo it because see, there's plastic parts in there. See the tip of this right there, that's plastic, and if I would have turned the handle any more, it might have broken off or something. And if you see that there's a handle there, that handle's off because I unscrewed it and I took it off, put it over there so that I could reach up in there and grab it with my pliers. And I used a little small crescent wrench like this, you know, to get up in there and loosen that nut. And on this one I couldn't do it because the handle was in my way. So if it's in your way and it's got tight corners like this one over here, I could hardly get it. I would have had to raise this up kind of at an angle, and it was on there really super tight, and I really had to crank down. So I took the handle off because the handle was in my way. Now I I can put these new ones on here. Make sure you put the cold to the cold and hot to the hot. You should look on there, and on this one it's marked. This says cold on it. On the other side, so yeah, right there, it says cold. Usually that's the one off to the right anyways. Okay, so this one's off to the right. I'm gonna rearrange that over there, and that's just gonna go right up on that, like that. I like these flexible lines. The important thing there is these are very fine threads. You want to get this screwed in there nice and straight. You may have to hold this up with one hand, tighten it with your fingers on the other one. This should be tight. This should be finger go as you put it on, okay? If it starts going tight right at first, you think, oh, I'll just tighten it down with a wrench. Wrong, you don't want to do that. These threads are really super thin. You don't want to cross thread it on there. That would be bad. I'll wipe this up in a minute. It's not going anywhere. I'm almost done. I just got to put those on there, and that will stop leaking. Okay? That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.